Go back to your matchup with Ray Allen. Looked to post you up a couple times early, and then they're obviously looking to run him off the pin downs. How do you feel about the height advantage he has and the foul trouble he got in Game 1 and how he'll respond in Game 2? What you're going to do against that in Game 2?
Well, I suspect that they'll try and do some of the same things in terms of taking advantage of the size difference between Ray and myself. And so for me individually, it's just about making him work hard to get his points. Ray's a tremendous scorer, not just a shooter. He can score the basketball from all over the floor. So it's about me making him work as hard as I can to get those points. And, if he scores a bucket or two from close in, that's maybe something that we can live with. But if he's having to work hard,
right,
to score those points in the interior, and then he's having to run, around off the pin downs to get his shots off, then if we're going down on our end and we're executing the way we need to, and he's having to guard Kobe Bryant and Ron Artest, then over the course of a 48-minute game, even if Ray Allen has pockets of the game where he's vintage Ray Allen, over the course of the game, I think, hopefully we can wear him down and, make him less effective than he's capable of being.
Back in Boston, the people were asking, how can they come out flat, quote unquote,
right,
whatever it was. And do you think people underestimate the fact that these games are played by human beings, and you've been, I'm sure, on both sides of the equation, nights when everything's in sync and everybody's thinking the same way and things are in the playoffs, and other nights when it is January 16th,
right,
and you just can't get it together, and it's not like you're not trying, right? I mean, how do you explain to people that how these things happen? They don't understand how this happened.
I mean, just that we are human, and that which I think definitely everybody in America understands now. Things don't always go according to plan. I mean, if we don't understand that now as a country, we're in a lot of trouble. Sometimes it makes you think, did they put something in the water? Why were we so sluggish? Why couldn't we react? Why couldn't we do this? And sometimes it just happens that way. And I think we also have to remember the fact that we are playing against another team that's really, really good also. So sometimes it's not just that you didn't do what you needed to do. Sometimes the other team was just better that day. And, that's why everybody loves to watch sports, though, because you do not know what's going to happen. You can't plan for it. That's why you all have a job. That's why I have a job, because nobody knows. And you just got to go out there and try your best. And sometimes your best isn't quite good enough.
Are you surprised at this team's relationship with the triangle? I mean, it's pretty good, and it didn't look like you were going to get to those levels maybe at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when we have to do it, we can do it. I think we still have a tendency to get away from it at times, but I think the way the game's changed, in recent years, with teams' ability to scout and load up and zone and bring an extra guy over, I think it does force us at times to, play a little bit more of an open style of game and, put Kobe in some screen roll situations where he can take advantage of more of an open court. But we have improved in our ability when necessary, to really sit down in our offense and have the right spacing, have guys in the right spot. And, when you have Kobe and Powell and Andrew and Ron Artest and Lamar Odom and, that many guys that the other team has to cover, it just makes it really hard to decide what can and will you give up or stop. And, that helps us a great deal.
Thanks, guys.